When you think about Germany, Rome rarely crosses your mind. Most are surprised to find out that the Romans actually established colonies in Germany. Many of these colonies have grown into large cities, with the seats of power still in the same area that they were in Roman times. After Rome fell, people would still build on top of the ruins because they represented so much power and prestige. To many people, Rome represented absolute power. Its wealth and prosperity was unmatched in medieval Europe. It's not surprising, then, that people in power wanted to emulate the emperor in some way. The church became very powerful because of its connection to Rome, while royal families, such as the Habsburgs, went so far as to say that they were the continuation of Roman imperial authority. Because of this, national leaders would build their homes, churches, or places of governance over Roman ruins. By doing this, they are showing the peasants of their lands that their rule is legitimate, and that they are ruling in place of the Roman emperor. A grand building that you own, which sits over the ruined building of the greatest known empire at the time, would bring up an individual standing among the masses. Noble families could then get the peasants of their lands to believe that their rule was legitimate, and that you could almost say they were acting as if they were liaisons to the authority of Rome. The ordinary people of these lands would see the grandiose structures and genuinely believe that the family has a natural right to rule. Much of this began with Karl der Große. He established the Holy Roman Empire and built many of the seats of power in his empire in former Roman cities in Germany such as Köln and Trier. This culminated into three major families that legitimized their rule by calling themselves emperors and having the Pope crown them. These families were, in chronological order, the Habsburgs, Napoleons, and the Hohenzollerns. Talks of ending the tradition of emperors and creating a democracy began as early as 1848. However, the tradition did not actually end until the end of World War I. After several years of war, the German people had become fed up and forced the Kaiser to abdicate. The idea of a German empire came back into being under the leadership of Hitler, who came to power during a very uneasy attempt at democracy. Many felt that going back to an old way of doing things would correct all the hardships the Germans were going through.